Professor. My name is Nidia Apostle. Today we're doing the video for the experimentation of carbohydrate fermentation, and this is Bio 225 Gene Micro Lab class. So the first thing we need is we need to have the I can see with this. We need to have the phenol red broth. So we have labeled it appropriate with what we have. So number 1, cerevisiae glucose. So I have organizing my glucose, then my fructose, and then the mannitol. So I kind of follow the organization I have. And also we're gonna need our cultures for the cerevisiae and epidermidis. We're gonna also need the Graham tubes, and we're gonna also practice the plane so we can keep sterilized the tube. So we're gonna begin the experiment. And the first part of the experiment is we have to take the powder for the glucose and put it in the red vials. Again, we're gonna be sure that this is the glucose, so it is. I'm going to compare. We wanna keep a sterilization plus. So a sterile technique is very important every time that we're doing any experiments. So I have that sterilized. Now I have my glucose. I need to open my glucose, and we're gonna put half on this particular one. So goes half on there. I think that's about half. So putting back the fructose, and again we're gonna sterilize because we wanna always have the aseptic techniques in our tubes. We're gonna go ahead and cap it. We're gonna go ahead and dilute it. Wanna be sure that it's mixed, and I'm gonna put my glucose number 1 here. And then I'm going to go with my glucose number 2. So compare again glucose, and I'm gonna do the same steps. I have to sterilize Technica Plus. And once we have that done, I have the rest of the glucose ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and put it into the tube. There it is, it's empty. We're gonna go ahead and do the septic technique for the second one with the glucose. And once that's that ready, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cap. So I have my 2 ones with the glucose ready. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and work with the fructose. So I'm gonna check that I have labeled correct. So this is the fructose. Wow, this one was hard to open. Let's do the sterilization technique. Get ready my fructose. And we're gonna go ahead and use the fructose. We wanna do only half. This one seems like it's empty to me. Okay, same process. We're gonna go ahead and before capping with sterilizing, we're gonna close the fructose. We're gonna do the same for the other one. So cameraman, if you wanna pass, so I'm gonna do the same steps for the rest of the tubes, and then you just gotta see the difference. So we're back. We did the same for the 6 tubes. Sterilization for the sterile technique. We have put all our fructose, mannitol, and glucose into the vials. Now is the time for the Graham tube. The Graham tube previously were in the alcohol, then you let it dry, and then you get it ready to be placed in the tube. So we're gonna go ahead and do, there are 6 tubes. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same process. They gotta have to be sterile technique. And we're gonna go ahead and grab one. It has to be the opening for the bottom part. And there you go. And then we cap it. And we have to do that for the 6 tubes. Sterilization. Opening to the bottom. There you go, the Graham tube. Sterilization and close it. That's the 6 tubes that I am going to do. Sterilization. Grab your Graham tube. Opening to the bottom. Sterilization. Close it. Cap it very well. You have to be sure that your area is also, you know, with proper bleach cleaning and got everything ready, so you know that the working area is good. So down. Opening to the bottom. And I'm gonna check. This is the last one, then it's the Graham tube. Now remember, the Graham tube is the one that is going to be so vital for our experiment, because it traps the gases for our experiment. Alright, so we have 6 of the tubes inside already. I don't know if you can see it, they're right there. So there it is. No trap anything. Now our next step, we have our pipettes that are cleaned with alcohol. We have our broth with culture of cerevisiae and E. coli. And so we have labeled everything. So the first one that we have here, this one is glucose epidermidis. So we're gonna work first with the epidermidis. And this is our epidermidis. So we compare, and there it is. And we need to have 4 drops for our glucose epidermidis. So same process. We're going to get both of them to be sterilized and open. So first I'm going to do this one. Of course, I wanna do the sterilized technique. I'm going to try to keep it just a little bit. This is our epidermidis. It's gonna be sterilized. We're gonna cap it. So epidermidis. Now I'm going to compare. This one is my glucose epidermidis. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same, and I'm gonna put the 4 drops. 4 drops. This is going to go into the ridge. So now we have that, the epidermidis. Now we're gonna have the next one, that is the cerevisiae, and is the glucose. So cerevisiae is gonna be the E. coli. So pass it, cameraman. I'm gonna go ahead and. So now we're gonna go ahead and use the S. cerevisiae glucose, and we're gonna go ahead and do the same process. We're going to sterilize. We want the aseptic technique. Then we're going to do the second tube, which is our S. cerevisiae, also known as a gist. We're gonna keep it 4 drops. We're gonna transfer. We're gonna sterilize and have the aseptic technique. We're gonna cap it. Aseptic technique also for our red broth that has the cerevisiae on it. We're going to remove it. So we're gonna continue with the steps. I'm gonna get back to you in a second so you can see when everything is prepared.
Okay.
So we have prepared 6 of the tubes. 6 of the tubes contains the Graham tube. 4 of them are having the cerevisiae and also the epidermidis culture. 4 drops in each one. We're going to incubate 6 of them for 12 hours, and we're gonna come back and do a new video with the results and the overview of what was well and what was not well and what can improve and the steps of this one. Again, after you finish, you clean. My bleach portion is taking care for 2 hours. The disposed pipettes that we need to trash, we're gonna clean everything. Thank you for watching. Until the next video.